The founder of the Islamic Republic of Iran, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, is still watching over his people. And you never have to look very far to catch a glimpse of the man at the center of the Islamic Revolution. In 1979, still in exile in Paris, Khomeini famously ordered every Iranian onto the streets to help overthrow the Shah, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. One of the women who answered the call was SABA BABAIE. Born in Japan as Kuniko Yamamura, she changed her name when she married an Iranian businessman she met in Tokyo. They moved to Iran after their first son was born. It was the 1960s, and Iran was a very different place.
It was before the revolution. Society was different then in Iran. It wasn't like today. No one cared about Islam back then.
BABAIE said the Shah's government tried to ban women from wearing headscarves, an attempt to replace Iranian culture with Western values. All part of a plan by foreign governments, she says, to control Iran and Iran's natural resources. So Khomeini's message of independence, she says, resonated with many people.
He said there shouldn't be any poverty in Iran. He meant we should take care of poor people. There should be justice. Everyone should be equal. Well, many of the Iranians welcomed this.
BABAIE survived the nuclear bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in World War II and lived through the Iran-Iraq War that started almost immediately after the revolution. When Iraqi forces led by Saddam Hussein invaded Iran, BABAIE's son Salman Farsi volunteered to fight and was killed. He was 19 years old. Decades later, she still struggles to talk about it, but says even knowing the pain of losing him, she would sacrifice him again to preserve the Islamic Revolution. For many Iranians, the teachings of the country's first supreme leader are as relevant today as they were in 1979. But for some, the Islamic Revolution has not fulfilled all of its promises. While they do not necessarily want to tear down their country's government, most Iranians we spoke to said they just want their leaders to do a little more to solve their problems.
Our people are important figures in history. Many of them died for the revolution. But our demand is the current government should care about the nation, all different classes of people, from the rich to those who don't have a good economic situation.
The best thing that could happen in a society is the equality between a man and a woman. The more we work for this, the better a society we'll have.
When making policy, Iran's government often looks to the past for much of its inspiration. Iranian people, it seems, want them to look more to the future. Zein, Basravi, Al Jazeera, Tehran.